Thanks for the F Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys? How you know who we are?
What's this they call it, the podcast?
Morning good. Oh, I love
Hey, welcome to the Earth. Thanks. Oh, wait, I'll start over.
Welcome to Morning Good.
Michael, this is your craziest idea yet.
That's how we're starting it.
Is that how to sync the audio?
That's how I sync the audio.
I know you did a Raspberry to sync the audio, but I think you also farted IRL, and we're hoping to cover it up with like a
with a
fake
fake.
Raspberry.
That is a genius idea.
That's the move to make, dude.
By the way, we're here with Joe Gorman, but dude, yeah, no, that's. Have you ever? I have a family member who. It's so funny. I'll talk about like weirdly specific things, but then I'll try to keep other things vague. But I had a family member who did this thing where we're all in the dining room. And they were like, I'm going to go check on so-and-so. And they walk in the next room and just fart so loud that everybody in the room could hear them.
Nice.
Like, they took 2 steps and just were like, and everybody's just dying laughing. Because they're like, I'm going to go check and try to be discreet about this.
I love ripping a silent but deadly. And then like if you can keep a stone face, then you're good. You know? And then they'll mean like, I think it was that person that fucking farted. You know? Blame it on like a person like adjacent to them. Like if you have like a powerful enough silent but deadly, like they can't identify where it comes from.
Yeah.
You know, if it's powerful enough. If they're close enough to ground zero, it could be anyone.
It could be anybody. Well, then you got to do
and then you got to do the poker face of like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Or you got to do, my favorite is doing that thing being like, whenever I smell a fart, whether it was me or not, you got to do the like, do you smell that? Because I, you know, if I'm acknowledging it,
but that follows you. That then you fall into the trap of whoever smelt it dealt it.
Yeah, but I think it's a weak argument.
So you're more of the whoever denied it supplied it army.
Oh yeah, whoever denied it.
You ever do that? Whoever smelt it dealt it. Whoever denied it supplied it.
Yeah,
it's the perfect rebuttal, dude. How come none of the great philosophers discussed that in ancient Greece? You know.
Yeah, I don't know. And I wonder when farting became like
since the dawn of man, baby.
It's been
as soon
silly
as soon as air was able to enter our lungs, it could leave our assholes.
There was like an old playwright who had a fart fetish, apparently.
Who wouldn't, dude?
Yeah, well, I have one.
So if anything, it's not a fetish. It's like it's normalized, and it's like weird if you're not into farts, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever like been fucking a bitch? Ever been fucking a bitch
every day in my motherfucking life, bro?
And you like stick a finger in your asshole and you fuck her so deep that a fart like
in
ripples
her.
out.
You say your asshole?
In her asshole.
Okay.
And then you kind of like go in and out, so it actually makes like noise, almost like a trumpet.
You become a DJ at that point. You're
almost.
Like, you're
little
playing
remix,
her
dude.
like,
yeah, I'm like Marty McFly in the 1950s.
Chuck, it's your cousin Marvin. This is that new sound you're looking for.
Yeah. Nice, man.
Yeah, no, well, it's funny too because I just, so you know, I did the weight loss thing.
You did? Did you make it?
Okay, this is morning good news. People have been waiting for weeks.
This is it, dude.
This is what happened. I'm on my like 3rd day because no matter what, the bachelor party's next weekend. I was like, I gotta start drinking the weekend before because I'm not going into this.
You can't,
with 0 alcohol tolerance.
Is this in any relation to the late night text you sent trying to coordinate this podcast?
Not really. I was just like, I want to do a podcast, and I was like, oh, Joe's. I need to get an episode out. I was like, Joe is always down.
I'm always down.
And also, I knew I was going to be kind of hungover, and I was like, Joe can keep a show going, no matter what. I could be dead on the couch.
The more retarded the co-host, the easier it is for me.
Yeah. Well,
it's like when some fucking homosexual is up here, talking about Israel, Palestine, world economics.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I'm like, I don't know what they talk about. But us, we're talking about banging chicks, eating food, shitting ourselves.
Chuck Berry.
Who
also...
Another fart fetish.
Yeah, another guy like watching women take dumps.
Who doesn't like a nice little, you ever do that thing where like if a beautiful woman comes over, so you sabotage the bathroom so the toilet won't flush? And then you like hide a bunch of X-Lax in her dinner.
If I had a nickel for every time I've done that, I would be a rich man.
That'd be cool.
That's a Michael Good original kind of.
Yeah.
I guess not an original. It's an oldest trick in the book.
Yeah,
but,
we call that date soup. where I come from. You're making a little date soup in the bathroom for me.
Yeah, the toilet didn't flush. What do you know?
That's your first.
You just go there for 30 minutes and lock
Let
the
me
door.
take a look, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have your tools? I'm like, I sure do. It's like a spoon and a fucking bib.
Your face just covered in shit.
Yeah, it's we're good. We're good.
Did you just see my shit out of the toilet? No.
What kind of, excuse me.
Excuse me. Excuse me, man. Just wiping shit off your lips. Excuse me.
That's awesome, dude.
I won't even acknowledge questions like that.
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. A fucking like kernel falls out of my mouth as I say that.
That's the funniest is that I love people like that with questions where they're like, oh, I would not dignify that question. It's like, okay, well, you look really guilty now.
It's like you're pleading the fifth.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, so I'm on like the third, I have like 3 days left of this weight loss bet. I'm not going to make it.
You can, though. Anything's possible, Michael Good.
Well, that's kind of what I thought a little bit. And I was like, all right, well, I'm about to start my third fast and do like fucking hours and hours of cardio. My buddy goes, whose bachelor party it is, he goes, hey, man, do you want to go see Final Destination? I go, no, because I'm trying to get a six-pack because of this bet we made that I don't have to pay for the Airbnb if I get a six-pack. And he goes, dude, I'm paying you either way. You win. He's like, you lost so much weight. I'm so proud of you. And so I was like, are you sure? Like before, like just like, and he goes, yeah, dude, I just got some fucking lamb over rice. I didn't go that crazy at first. I got some lamb over rice.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to shock your body after.
No, which even that did, bro. I had lamb over rice. The next thing you know, I'm just like shitting my
More like shit on porcelain.
That's when you... Okay.
When you shit in the toilet, you're shitting in a porcelain bowl. So instead of lamb over rice, you turn into shit over in porcelain.
Oh, because it converts.
It's pretty powerful. I'm quite the poet laureate of the New York comedy scene.
Well, we have you on here for scientific purposes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
So you didn't learn a lesson. You didn't have to have the six-pack.
Yeah, I was like, if you're just a nice guy, people treat you well.
Yeah, dude. If you're just chill about everything, you try.
Yeah.
You try. That's a very white child kind of thing.
100%.
Where it's like, well, you tried, so we're going to give you the reward all the same. Whereas like a minority family planned on the child failing. And
right.
then like,
teach a lesson.
Well, hey, that's life, man. Sometimes you can't do it. But a white person, it's like the parents wanted to give it to you anyway. It's like you tried so hard and that's such a good heart. That's why minorities are just fucking awful. Like they grow like if I was a fucking minority and constantly like denied things, I'd be a fucking murderer rapist. You know? It's like, oh, I never had a little toy car because my parents didn't love me enough to buy me a toy car. So I'm gonna take a woman's innocence. Whereas like a white man who has everything growing up, it's like I want to start a family to share this with like the next generation. That's why some people have families and some people murder.
Well, this is why I have you on the podcast because you have these.
I studied eugenics.
Yeah. Phrenology was at the size of the skull.
The size of the skull. Like I had like those like that old school measuring thing.
Yeah. Look,
I'm always like fast, and I have like glasses on and a little notepad. And I'm like fucking like taking all these like notes on the size of the head and shit.
I'm a bit of a scientist.
Like looking at it from other sides and shit. Yeah. Fascinating.
Look, I've seen no holes in anything you've said yet.
Yeah,
not a single.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense.
I will say this: it is interesting when it's like Asian cultures, and you're like, bro, you guys are intense on your kid. You're like, this seems like a tough. That seems like a tough life. I don't know. But I guess there's probably an aspect of like, oh, we're going to prepare you for life because it's going to be tough.
Yeah. I think a lot of that tiger parenting is also just like a form of like the white media giving this model minority take. Because I bet like a bunch of like, while Asian families are like strict and like firm, not so much where they're like a tiger mom where they're like 15 wraps around the house. Like, I don't think it was that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think they were kind of like middle of the road.
Well, I know some, though, that were like, dude, I knew this Asian guy, and it was like, the stories about his dad were like fucking intense, dude.
Really?
Yeah, his dad grew up in like a hut in China, and it was like, dude, I mean,
that's gross.
The guy went to Yale. Yeah, it's gross.
That's fucking vile. Can you imagine that? Some like little Asian in a fucking hut just eating rice? Sounds fucking gross. Like, that's awful. Because, like, imagine your childhood. You got like Nintendos, you got like fucking TVs, fruit roll-ups. What did he have? Oh, he had to kill a frog.
Yeah.
Right? His one friend in the village to be like, oh, you kill frog. no attachment to animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I don't. It's gotta be fucking tough. I don't know. I can't.
It's gross, dude.
But I wonder. Do you
think China would be better if America took it over and maybe made it more like America, less like China and more like America?
I like this place. It's fun.
Yeah. Can you imagine if America was untouched by Americans? People would be in fucking teepees and shit. You know, buffalo would be all over the place, fucking trampling people.
Yeah, but people don't know this. Buffalo would kill Native Americans for fun.
Yeah, people don't talk about that, but like before white people came to America, buffaloes almost wiped out the Native Americans.
Well, and the buffaloes also had slaves.
Yeah, the buffaloes had slaves. There was actually, like they actually believe like there was a whole buffalo society that was in America before white people came.
Yeah.
And then it was like a cultural reset, and then the great
driving trucks and stuff.
The great buffalo genocide, and then humans decided to destroy all buffalo technology lest they rise up again.
Yeah. There's always there's always those ancient civilization theories with that Graham Hancock guy where he's just like,
yeah, another fucking retard. It's like, no, dude, we're as smart as we've got, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way we had a cultural. If humans were capable of sharing internet pornography, we'd never let that technology die.
Yeah.
We'd never let it fucking die, dude. Even if it meant like another human being had to get on a treadmill to power a fucking computer to look at internet porn, we'd never give that up. We would never give it. We would. And even if it was lost, like we'd ensure it was passed down from generation to generation. Like, don't forget there's fucking titties on the interweb. You have to build a computer. Like, we would preserve that knowledge somehow. We would never let that go. We would never let it go. And that's why I don't believe any of these, like, oh, there's actually, we had flying cars 1,000 years ago. It's like, and what was it? Like, they said, like, the Israelites made it or something. Black Israelites. Spooky, right? No thanks.
Well, the fucking where am I going? Sorry, I'm a little hungover.
That's okay. You were partying.
I reintroduced alcohol into my
your slender little body.
My slender dude. It was so funny. The first night I had a couple drinks, and then the next night, my buddy was like, because the guy I made the bet with was like, we're seeing Final Destination, we're getting drunk. Which, awesome, dude. So much fun.
The new one, that's the one where it's like the family, right?
Yeah, it's just fun. Yeah. Like it felt like I was watching a 2000s horror movie. That was like, this is just a good time. It's just logs smushing people's heads.
Right. It's like shit where it's like you can't escape death.
Yeah.
How do you think you would die?
I did one of those apps. They had an app that says how you're going to die.
Nice.
It was like heart disease at like
raped by a fucking trans prostitute.
Yes. It said he fucking.
You're like, you just got done fucking and you're like, yeah, the money's on the counter, sweetheart. Thanks a lot. And it's like, no problem, bud. And then she just slits your throat. And like, that's your 6 feet under montage death. You know that?
It's so funny too, you said, because I was like, porn is like something where like, when I wasn't eating as much, I was not hungry or I wasn't horny because your brain's like get food.
Right.
So my sex drive dropped, which is so weird for me because I've been a little freaky
You're
boy.
a little horn boy all the time.
Since I was 12.
Right.
I would look at porn. I'd be like, this is awesome.
Right.
Who loves this?
It's funny, like you never like got burnt out on. It's hard to get burnt out. It's like one of those things like you can't get burnt out on it.
No, it's crazy.
Same with like food. Isn't that odd? Like I've never eaten like a ton of food and then been like I'm never fucking doing. I mean I've said it, but like I don't mean it.
No, I'm gonna
like
do
it's
the same
impossible,
thing.
dude. No one can like not eat food. No one can not fucking enjoy fucking porn and shit.
First video though, so like first off, I would just go on Pornhub during this whole weight loss thing and just go, ew. And I've never done that in my life. I was like, there's too many holes, it's gross. And then I tried to go back into it recently. It was so funny. The first video is a trans woman getting fucked in the ass with somebody's foot on her head. And I'm like, this was...
You love it.
And even me, I was like...
The algorithm made up for lost time.
Yeah.
It's like, we know you're super horny now, so you can only come to some fucking bizarre shit.
Yeah, I did come back, though. I am back to, like, my sex drive is back.
You're horny again.
I'm a horny boy.
You're ready to nut.
I got carbohydrate. I'm like a human. I'm like, I feel like I'm like, I don't know. I'm happier. This is.
You look happy.
Yeah.
You look joyous.
Yesterday was intense though because I had like
hard orgasm.
Hard orgasm, dude. The rest of the day, I was like, sorry, I jizzed really hard.
Did you actually have like a hard, like once you like got the nutrients back in your body?
Oh, yeah.
Was it like Popeye where like his forearms like bulged? Like as soon as you like ate like a little bit of fucking steak, like your balls like fucking like puffed up like fucking Popeye after eating spinach.
You got
ready to nut again?
Yeah, and I was like, oh. No, it was like, I was like, I watched porn and it's crazy because I did so much cardio. My health is like, my boners are the strongest they've ever been in my life.
Nice. What'd you watch?
What did I watch? I think it was it cuckolding? I think it may have been cuckolding.
You love cuckolding.
I do. I enjoy it.
Are you the bull or are you the cuck?
I think I'm the side observer.
You're the cameraman?
I'm the cameraman, yeah. There's something about watching a woman be really mean to her husband that's very hot to me. Like, there's something about her just being like, I just don't even value all we've worked for. I'm like,
you don't even like, it's like beyond humiliation where like she's like fucking, but like insulting him. It's like the next step where it's like, I'm insulting you and then fucking somebody else.
Yeah. Well, the funny is there was a weird period of time where femdom porn wasn't working for me because my confidence was so high. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm not a loser. I'm a great guy that people are lucky to be around. And I just like,
I love that your confidence was too high for porn.
Yeah, I was like, this just doesn't make sense for me because, sure, I'm not a, model, but I'm a nice guy. And I'm like, that should count for something.
Good personality will go far in the adult film industry.
Yeah. Who do you think's got the best out of the dudes, out of the hunks?
Of all the hunks, who's the coolest? Who's the chillest? That's hard to tell, man. Damn, I guess Johnny Sins.
Yeah. Nobody said a bad word about that guy.
He just seems so chill. And like for someone guy that's like he's like close to like pop culture because like all those memes come out where it's like this guy's a doctor, a fucking astronaut, a fireman, a policeman. Send him some love and like everyone like laughs and likes it. Plus he has like those fitness videos on YouTube where he's like, this is how I get my abs.
Oh really? Yeah, it's genetics, by the way.
You should have done that.
I'm done. Well, it's so funny because I failed. Now I'm just gonna be like, it's all genetics, just because it's like I lost 53 pounds and still didn't have a six pack in 8.5 weeks.
That's crazy. You lost 53 pounds.
Yeah, it's insane. But I'm like,
it's nuts.
But it is interesting to go. Oh, okay, so now I will never have that because that's the hardest. That's the most incentive I'll ever have. I'm not gonna be a fucking Marvel superhero.
It's hard
to be a Marvel superhero.
Well, you also have to put on like muscle too.
Yeah, we're not doing anybody. We're doing a nice in between that and where I was before, where I'll probably gain 15, 20 pounds. And
you just want to have you just want to age healthy. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you want to, because like how long are we on this earth for? Probably like 80 years.
Yeah.
Maybe with like some exercise and maintenance, you can extend it like 15.
Yeah.
Like
100. And the last 15 would be fun. I think the one thing I do want to do is I want to have a conscious effort not to dye my hair. There's something about I really don't respect men who dye their hair. Nice. Unless you're an actor.
I'm going to go gray naturally.
Yeah, I'm like just kind of let your body do what it's gonna do.
Yeah, it'll look cool, man.
It's weird. Like I knew this one guy who like was hanging out with us, and he was like 40, but he had like plastic surgery to like look like he was like 25.
Was it me?
It was you do. I mean, you do look young. Dude.
I look ambiguous. I look ambiguous.
If I were to guess how old you were, I would say 30.
Nice, I'll take that.
Yeah. But this guy, his face looked so young, and I thought he had like neck problems. And I realized it's just because he had plastic surgery
on the face, but not the neck. And the neck is what ages a lot.
Yeah, and he was just
he's got like the turkey neck type shit.
Yeah, and he was aging fast. Like I didn't realize it was like,
well, it has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So like you stretch this, but then like the wrinkles just like move down.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it's almost like a fucking go-gurt.
It's a portrait of Dorian Gray. It's like, well, we're in a industry that values aesthetics, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And like you can't just be like a little overweight. You either have to be like hilariously like fat or like fit or like way skinny.
That's a good point. I do gotta
look at the people that like, people like me with like, I'll call it a Babe Ruth like cherubic build.
Of course.
It's not enough. You either have to be like a little sumo wrestler or a little fucking power lifter. And I'm just a guy that exists,
That's a good point. I think like the fashion, I got kind of a weird thing with that. When I see a fashionable comic, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like what are you doing? Well, it used to be like comedians were like outsiders and like critical of the mainstream.
Right.
And now comics are like the main. Now you got like fucking comics hanging out like the presidential inauguration. That should never fucking
crazy.
happen.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird boat because I'm like, it would be interesting to go to that, but I also like, it's so cool not to go to things.
It would be better to go there as like a journalist rather than like as the fucking invitee of the president.
Well, it's so much cooler to be like, I got invited and didn't go because I thought it was gay. Like that's so cool. Like when fucking I think
but they think it's cool.
Yeah, of course.
Which is also gay.
Exactly. Well, it's one of those things too where like there was a year I remember Kanye won a Grammy and Louis C.K. won a Grammy and neither of them showed up. And like that is so cool to win a Grammy and not like you're like
was that because Louis C.K. was this after the allegations?
Well, he just didn't want to go. It's like it was after the allegations, but
he was too busy jerking off in front of a woman against her will.
What if he was on his way? Like he got a hotel, was planning on going, but was just jerking off in his hotel room. So
he has missed it. He just missed his fucking. They're calling his name, and he's like, "Come on!" He's like trying to like fucking crank it out early.
Louis, we need you out here.
On behalf of Louis C.K. Like, damn it, fuck,
that is hilarious. And then
you'd go if you won a Grammy.
What's up?
You go if you want a Grammy.
Totally, but it's so cool to go and not.
Why? I want to go. I want to be an EGOT winner.
Yeah, but it's like, what's an EGOT?
That's where you get an Emmy, an Oscar, a Grammy, and a Tony.
That's a lot.
Not for me, baby. Not for a natural star. Okay. Here I go.
Positive attitude is everything.
All you need to do is just get on Broadway, and then like if you get a Tony, if you're on Broadway, Tony, an Emmy, you can win an Emmy. You can do like maybe 4 projects that really hit it. Like only a few people are EGOT winners.
Right. Yeah, I assume it's not like a common thing.
No, it's hard. It's hard as hell. I think Eminem might even be an EGOT winner.
He got a Tony?
He got a Tony because they did like a Broadway production of 8 Mile.
That is fucking hilarious. Are you serious?
I think so.
That is the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
That was just so not a Broadway thing. I don't know.
Something.
I like that
a couple
movie.
of like
fun.
surprising.
Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
Even when she's like a fucking pillhead mom, I'd fucking oof.
Ooh.
We were watching Batman 1989 the other night. I don't know if my roommate actually liked it. You know when you're like really excited about something and you don't know if you are just forcing somebody to watch something that you like. I kind of felt that, but I was watching that movie and I'm like, dude, this is Jack Nicholson is so good.
Oh, you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
What? Just something I like to say to all my prey.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you kill my parents. That's also just a great twist in Batman. I'm not like I don't know. I think you are both superhero guys, but I'm kind of like not the new Superman movie. I'm not like
you're not into it.
It could be fun. This is what I think. Like, I think really a lot of really good superhero movies have. I was just talking about how good Batman is, and this is outside of that. But I think a lot of them have smaller plots where like it's not like every movie now has to be people saving the world. So Dark Knight, for example, small plots. It's not about saving the city. It's about like the relationships between these people. It's about like the Joker's killing like one person.
Yeah.
It's not like this whole like, and then Logan was really good because it was like, okay, I got to get this little girl across the state lines. We got to get these kids across here. And you're like, this is a smaller plot. But then the superhero movies, like the Marvel stuff, they just keep being like, we have to save the world.
The universe, the multiverse.
Right. Again, and it just gets bigger and bigger. And I'm like, I feel like they should just do like a smaller plot. One, someone was talking about, they got a comic book. I haven't read it, but it's called something. It's about one of Joker's henchmen. It's just like a day in life with like a Joker henchman. Yeah. I'm like, that would be a good, like something like that would be something that I'd be more interested in. I will say this. The thing I like about the new Superman trailer so far, I like that he's fighting aliens and robots. Yeah. I like that more than I'm done with the saving school buses. Let those kids fucking die. They're gonna be nobody.
You're done with it.
It's like, he's gonna save people from a tornado. Oh, that's so stupid.
I like that you're like, you need smaller stakes type shit, but then you're in the same breath, you're like, I like that Superman is like fighting aliens.
Giant,
world-threatening aliens and not doing something local like saving a school bus. And
it is contradictory.
Lower stakes, yeah. So you want lower stakes with like top like fantasy elements.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I think that's just what I liked about it. But I also think like Superman's it's a hard character because he's not that good of a. He was the first one they made. So like he's cool and like looks cool and I like Superman, but like he was the first one they made, so he doesn't have a ton of depth to him compared to like.
It's hard to. It's like we're gonna make Mickey Mouse fucking cool and insightful. Right. It's like. Well, it's difficult because like they've moved beyond character and almost into like this icon status.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this is the first idea of the thing. So it's like
right.
it got perfected in a bunch of other ways with like Batman and even like Spider-Man. It's just, there's just better stories. But Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things too where I'm like, all right, this is something to look forward to, maybe. But
I like Crypto, his dog.
That is fun. The dog's fun.
Yeah, the dog looks like it looks and acts like how a dog would act, which is nice because like sometimes in like movies you see like the perfect dog, because there was like a scene where he was trying to get Crypto to take him home, and like Crypto just kept wanting to play with him.
That's like a very dog.
Yeah, and it's not like in a movie, and like, you know, the typical like Disney movie, they would have like the dog would have made like a weird face and then like instinctively like grabbed his cape and like taken him home. Yeah, this one he was like, no, fucking chill out, stop, and it took him forever to get his attention, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, maybe he'll get some dog pussy too.
I hope so, dude.
Yeah, these are all. I mean, James Gunn's kind of edgy guy.
He is, dude. I love those tweets, dude. They were so endearing.
What were they? He was like, didn't he have one where he's like, I want to fuck a little boy in the ass?
Yeah, he's like, I want to rape a little boy, and like, imagine the shock of like a boy when he's about to get raped by me, and you know, just shit like that. Like talking about like fucking a corpse, shit like that. But it's also like the guy wrote for like Trauma Films and shit, you know?
Yeah, so he's trying to be funny, but like that stuff peaked in a time where like you were definitely not supposed to say shit like that, even jokingly. So like I'm saying, like
But it was also like in 08, 09.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But people found it at a time period where like it was the reverse. Because now people wouldn't give a shit. I mean, Kanye's a Nazi. Like nobody cares about anything anymore. So it's like,
I do think cancel culture is kind of done now.
Oh, fully.
Where it's like, yeah, because like Kanye West is like, you know, basically saying like saying shit like you'd hear on like the internet in like 2002. Before it was so heavily regulated. You know?
Yeah.
And like now it's like, well, he's still like making music that people are like listening to and playing.
It's so good. It is very confusing though, because you get a lot of like actually pro Hitler people now.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing shows, I can't tell because
he's bringing people together because of that. He's bringing everyone together.
Unifying the country against the Jews.
I mean, I think the conflict in Israel-Palestine is doing that too.
Well, the interesting thing is that has he talked much about Israel-Palestine?
He likes the right. He's doing the right thing for the wrong reason. Because he's hating Jews, but he's not hating Jews from his heart.
Exactly.
So it's like, come on, dude.
He's doing it for attention.
You're just doing this for show. You're just doing this for profit. Like, where's the passion?
Yeah, I do want to hear kind of like the what's it called, like the Clan Kanye perspective. Like, what are they thinking about him? Like, are they like, I hate that this guy is like, you know what I mean? It's like
well, they're gonna be like YouTube. You know how like there's always like YouTube cover of songs.
Yeah,
they're gonna put like a YouTube cover of like Hail Hitler, shit like that.
Oh, but was like sung by a white guy.
Yeah, just like a white guy doing it.
Because to be fair, those guys probably do like some black people music.
Yeah, they love the message, hate the messenger.
Yeah. That's it's so interesting too because like politics got so right and left, and now it's just like. We were kind of like, guys, enough tribalism. And now it's gotten to like so interesting where it's like now you have like the black Nazi, you have like the liberal anti-Semite, you got like everything's going fucking so because
it's all over the place.
It was so fragile and then it just completely shattered. And you're like, look, it's terrible that fucking Kanye is a Nazi. I know I don't speak for you on this, but
it's like it's expected, dude.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Can I tell you this? Here's what I think.
You tell me.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think the next big grift in podcasting is going to be. It's going to be like people are going to like find Jesus. They're really going to push like this like idea of like
Russell Brand did that when he got caught raping. He's like,
when he raped people.
So sorry.
I would believe like Joe Rogan is going to like go to like a mega church.
I could kind of see him going, dude.
I could see him doing it. He's like, look, man, I had a lot of questions. This answers a lot of those fucking questions. You know? Yeah. I'm not saying he's gonna say the same shit that all new Christians say. Like, look, man, no, I don't think he's like a white guy with a beard on a throne up there, man. I think like that's symbolism, but I think that symbolism represents something there because all these religions they have this idea of like a powerful entity. So there's gotta be something there, man. And I think this is the closest thing to it, man. This church, it makes a lot of sense. And like then you're gonna find out that Rogan like has like some of the up and up, but I think a lot of those podcasters, especially like as they're shifting more towards like, oh, the right has more fun. It's all part of Project 2025.
Or are they getting rid of pornography though?
They're going to crack down on it, and then they're going to say like religion's going to help them. I don't like that they're cracking down on porn because it's fetishizing something that shouldn't be fetishized.
Porn?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all fetishes. So what do you
No,
mean?
it's not.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? It's only a fetish if people are like, that's disgusting. But if we make porn mainstream, it's not fetishized. It's just a fact of life.
That is true. Somebody had the funniest fucking tweet. There's something about like...
It's like looking at somebody's ankle could be considered fetishized.
Right.
You know? It's just that we're so accepted in this society of it.
Yeah. Well, somebody had a great tweet. It was something, somebody was like mad about like Bonnie Blue or like Riley Reid being on a podcast. And somebody goes... People are acting like these women forced you to be addicted to pornography. It's like these people didn't make you a porn. Like you are a porn addict.
I'm like, who cares if like they're like so like they can only do porn, they can't do anything else, they can't live.
Yeah,
let them live, dude.
And it's like you fucking dude. It's like it's the same with the Kanye shit where he's just like, yeah, my doctor got me hooked on nitrous. It's like really the guy who made his dentist. It's like the guy who made you a grill and was giving you whippets. You were like, are you sure this is a good idea? It's like, dude, what? It's like, yeah, this is drugs.
And nobody has accountability, dude.
No, nobody ever like. Look, you're talking to somebody who's on 2 controlled substances. I mean, I'm prescribed Klonopin and weed, pussy, and fucking making money, dude. Yeah, I'm addicted to fucking the game, bro.
You love the fucking Skrilla.
I love this. What's Skrilla?
Just cash.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start using that. I like that. It's Skrilla,
you ever
bro.
mentioned Skrilla?
Dude, I've been getting that Skrilla at the plasma clinic. I've been donating plasma again.
Oh, nice, dude. Now that you're getting like some fucking. Now that you're able to eat food again, you probably have like more iron in your blood. You could probably donate some more too.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things too where like they went in and like they're fucking retarded there. The first person's like, "Oh, you're losing too much weight. You're not going to be able to donate blood plasma here anymore."
Yeah.
And then I called them a week ago and they're like, "No, you can donate. We just take less plasma out of you." And I was like, "Oh, even better." So I'm there for less time and I get the same amount of money. But the chairs are fucked. There's blood on the last 2 times. There's been blood on the chair that I'm sitting on.
Nice. Hopefully that guy's not gay.
That would suck.
That would suck, dude. Honestly, it would suck
if that guy was gay.
Yeah, if like you sat in a gay guy's blood.
I mean, what is the
thank
AIDS
you.
is 100%. Every gay guy has it.
It is.
I've heard if you have a gay thought, you can get AIDS.
If you use a public restroom and you don't put one of those little paper seat covers on.
Yeah, but anybody that uses that is
surefire.
gay.
Yeah,
it's the gayest thing to do other than fuck the ass by a man is to put paper on the seat because you're scared of touching butts. That is.
I don't want AIDS though.
Yeah, I'd rather get AIDS than be gay though.
Yeah, that's true.
But sometimes those go hand in hand.
I think they go hand in hand, honestly.
Yeah, they go dick and ass.
Yeah. I think it's like a 100% chance of AIDS if you have gay sex with a man, and it's only like a 4% chance of getting AIDS if you share a needle.
Yeah. So
I like those odds.
Those are great odds. It's funny because all the listeners are gay.
Gay, yeah. They're either gay fucking needle sharers or fucking gay men fucking each other in the ass.
Yeah.
So 100% of your audience probably has AIDS.
100%. But we're just telling them stuff they already know.
Yeah.
It's stuff they already know.
Like, you're preaching to the choir, brother.
Yeah. I did get a hilarious Instagram. I got an Instagram. The guy goes, "Hey, man, you should post an OnlyFans where you post that video of you shooting a bottle rocket out of your ass, unblurred."
Ooh,
and I'm like, this is actually content that I would feel fun because like this is comedic content.
But like that video of you uncensored that got flagged.
Did it?
When you uploaded it to Google Photos, it got flagged for child pornography.
Because
that's clearly that's clearly a child's penis in this video. This is clearly a little boy firing a rocket out of his ass.
No, I did gain a little bit of penis when I lost a little bit of stomach, so I'm mad about that.
I mean that's the rule. Like every 10 pounds you gain like a centimeter or something.
Because everybody, it's like limitless. There's dick behind your dick. It's like a lot of people say you only use 10% of your dick. 8% of your dick. This pill allows you to use the whole thing. That was, dude, the last week of me doing this thing was so unhealthy. I would take Adderall and go to the gym.
Oh, nice.
Because I had no carbohydrates.
And and it would like curb your appetite.
Yeah, and I would just be like, dude, I would just be running on the treadmill full speed, watching Limitless, like, I'm Bradley Cooper now. Like, fucking psychotic. I'm so glad this shit's over. Now I can drink alcohol and eat garbage.
Yeah, now you can like live, dude.
Yeah. I will say this fucking food tastes amazing now, bro.
I bet. You probably did like a little bit of a cleanse, your whole system. You know?
Yeah, dude, I had oatmeal with peanut butter the other day, and it was like, and banana, and it literally was like the most delicious thing I've had in my whole life. I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah, now your palate is reset.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it'll be. I'm excited, dude.
You're ready to live, dude.
I haven't had pizza yet. I'm excited for fucking pizza.
Mamma mia, you haven't had pizza yet?
No, and this is the Pizza City. This is the Guido capital of the world.
Where are you gonna go?
Somebody told me Linden Street. It's called like Linden Street or something like that.
I love Linden Street.
It's good.
Oh, amazing.
Are you just agreeing with everything I'm saying?
Amazing slices. Tell him Joe sent you.
Yeah.
When you go. Tell him Joe sent you.
They got ice.
Ask him for the Gorman.
The Gorman.
It's a good slice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
like coming to the back room, and then like you go in there. There's like a woman blindfolded, bound and gagged, and you're like, "What the hell is this?" And like, you said you wanted the Gorman, right? They hand you a knife.
Yeah.
And they say "Bon appetit." The door closes. Credits roll. Executive producer Dick Wolf. That would be like a fucking villain in one of those Law and Order shows.
Yeah, that's always a fun thing where like it is funny. Okay, I'll say this, dude. I have friends with a lot of people who like do extra work and stuff like that, but then they'll post about it. They're like, "It was so cool to work on this." Nobody else thinks it's cool. Nobody thinks it's like it's a fun thing. Like I would enjoy being on Law and Order, but like the people that are just like, "Yeah, I was actually in season 2 of the new."
Right.
I was like a doctor. And
you're like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Anybody could do this. I
would do it. I'd be the one that tries to like run away and then they grab me, throw me against the fence, the chain link fence. Like, why'd you run? And I'm like, oh, you can't touch me. And then they do that thing where they visit me in my cell.
Yeah.
This
is a very funny visual.
Yeah. They're like, we found the girl. And I'm like, oh, you found Sarah? But then where's Jamie? Yeah. And then like they're fucking running down the fucking prison trying to, we gotta find another one. And the laughter. Like they fucking like leave the fucking prison. All of a sudden there's like a call comes in the radio. It's like there's been an explosion and 53rd and South Van Ness. And they're like, oh shit, we gotta go. And there's little Jessica, she fucking blew up, dude. They were too late. Mastermind Joe Gorman, dude.
Just like The Dark Knight.
It's exactly like The Dark Knight, only way cooler.
I'm
basically like a really cooler version of Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah. One baby is at 435.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other baby is at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. No, it's the wrong baby.
He switched them around. Shit fucking rules, dude.
It's so good.
What kind of person would you be on Law and Order?
I would be the guy. I don't think I'm as big of a hero as I thought I was. So I think I would be the guy who like lets something bad happen, and I like am too coward to stand up.
Nice. You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say like you were like the cop that's initially helping out like one of the female detectives, but then it turns out like you were in on it. Like she's like doing an investigation. She figures something out. Like, wait a minute.
These dick scratches match up.
These hairs, yeah, it doesn't match up. And then like you're like, I really wish you didn't see that.
Wait a second.
No, that was a crack commercial break.
Yeah.
Next scene's like she wakes up like, oh, what? And like you're out of focus. Does that thing where like the eyes open.
Yes.
So you're out of focus. Like you're hunched over something in there. Like you turn around, like your shirt's off, and you got like a tattoo that shows like, oh, your affiliation to the guy she's been hunting.
Yes, yes.
The brotherhood, like brother shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You watch a lot. You kind of nailed both of those scenarios. Those are both.
I am an aficionado of tropes. I love it when shows play into tropes. I think that's so fun. But then I also like it when they break the trope.
Yeah, because they get you locked into it where you're like, of course this is going to happen. And they're like, not every time. There's one time it's going to be.
You think because of A, you think A plus B equals C? Well, this is a rare case where if
a gay guy doesn't have AIDS.
Yeah, it's like this is like a rare case of where a gay guy doesn't have HIV and knowingly infects other people with it.
Yeah. You bet you didn't see this coming.
This is like the one time. This is an alternate universe where if a gay guy had AIDS, he wouldn't immediately go about trying to infect every human being possible. What are the odds, right?
That's just not the world we live in. We got to live with the world we live in.
We live in a dark timeline, my friend.
100% of men have AIDS that are gay.
100% of gay men have AIDS, and they knowingly go around trying to infect as many others as possible.
They want to, in any way possible, any way, shape, or form. They're going to give your kids candy with AIDS in it.
Right.
Halloween, never Go to a gay guy's house.
If you go to a glory hole, don't use it. It's probably a gay guy on the other end.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna.
You think you're sucking a trans woman's penis,
right?
But you're actually.
But then, like,
you
you stick your dick in a glory hole. They might do the thing where they cut your dick with a razor blade, and then they cut the inside of their mouth with the razor blade. So then they suck your cock. But because
I've heard this is really popular.
Yeah, because there's open wounds on both of those. Like that's how like the blood gets in.
Yeah,
and that's how they get you.
Yeah, this might be a tough listen.
Why? we're giving people like facts that they can use with them, and hopefully maybe even discuss at the water cooler at work the next day.
Yeah. So Barry, I noticed you're gay.
Yeah. So what's it like? Please
AIDS.
Stay away. Don't knowingly infect me with AIDS, please. Por favor.
Please, that'd be great. I'm not trying to,
Please and thank you. No AIDS. That should have been like the movement in the 80s. Please and thank you. No AIDS.
Yeah.
That would have worked rather than just say no.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, also,
you can't just say no to gay sex. The idea of gay sex is too enticing.
What about it is? What's your favorite aspect of gay sex?
I guess the poop.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is fun. I was mathematically breaking this down and why homosexuality is so funny to my. Once again, going to leave out the family member's name, but I was
your brother. You're talking to your brother,
yes,
who's a gay guy.
He's not a gay guy, but
he says, Michael, as a gay man, let me tell you the craziest thing about being gay is all the poop.
Is all the poop and the AIDS. Because it's like, this is why I think it's hilarious. Sex is always funny.
Yeah.
Butts are funny.
Oh, yeah.
Butt sex is hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Farts are funny. Gay sex has farts in it. Poop is fun. It's like everything that's funny is dudes are funny. You've combined
it all lines up. It all lines up. Yeah.
It's a Neapolitan. What's the ice cream with all the stuff in it?
Yeah, Neapolitan. That's the best one with the strawberry, the vanilla, the chocolate.
Yep. That's what gay sex is for comedy. It's just every aspect of everything.
I want ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I like wearing bathing suits. It makes me feel like I'm at the beach when I'm not.
You kind of are.
What is the Corona's thing? Find your beach?
Yeah, life's a beach.
Life's
a beach and then you die.
Of AIDS because you're gay.
Hey, beach, have a beer.
Yeah. Beach. What's that from when somebody kisses bitch like that? Beach. It's like an Arnold Schwartz.
Shut up, beach.
I shortened his name right there.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
you lunatic.
What? That's his name.
That's not his name.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? I'll be back. That's him.
That's not doing. Or you can do this.
I'll be back.
Not gonna do this.
I'll be back, you jive turkey.
You had very.
I'll be back. Can I borrow $1?
Very, very interesting pronunciation of his name.
I think that's how it is.
Is that his San Francisco accent?
Yes.
That's where you grew up?
Yeah, from San Francisco. Yeah. He was actually our governor.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so fucking insane.
I have his signature on my college diploma because he was the governor.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
That's so fucking sick. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I like him a lot.
He's chill. He was a chill Republican. He was like the last chill Republican because he was like a Republican that was like a little more liberal in his stance. He's the reason we had legal marijuana.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. He almost like he had those great Visit California commercials that I was like, dude, I want to go just because the way it ended with him on like a beach. It's like, you're going to love it there.
You're going to love it there.
Yeah.
You're going to love it there. And you pull back, it's like Maria Shriver's next to him and shit.
Yeah,
back when he was still married to that goof. She should have never left him.
What did he fuck some?
He fucked the housemaid and they had a baby.
Okay.
And that baby is now the star of White Lotus.
Dude, they're gonna have him play Cyclops also.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
I don't know if it's the same one, but that would be funny.
If what?
If Arnold Schwarzenegger's son is the same one.
Okay. Okay. I love you so much. It's you're so good at making me uncomfortable with this podcast. It's incredible. It's so good because I pride myself on like, oh, I can hang, and I'm like, you don't change a thing about yourself.
We'll get it in post.
Yeah. Do you want me to take it out?
No, absolutely not, dude.
Yeah.
Leave it in there, dude. The kid stays in the picture. But But he had 2 kids.
Oh, just stop there for a second. Stop there. That was so funny.
Yeah, he had 2 kids. One was like raised by him. The other was raised by Maria. And his kid was like jacked, and the other one was like fat.
That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's one of those kids who guys who sometimes you get those jack dads that just have the fat gay sons.
Right.
We had a football coach.
It's rebellion.
Yeah. And he was like a total fucking hard ass. He fucked a bunch of people's moms.
Yeah, you've mentioned him before in the pod.
Yes, Coach Wolf. I'm glad you take notes.
It all takes place in the morning good verse.
Yes, where every gay guy has AIDS. In a world where every gay guy has AIDS.
In a world.
Yeah. In a world where every gay guy has AIDS and Coach Wolf banged everybody's mom. But his son was just this kind of like fat gay guy. He was just like, I don't want to have sex with people's moms, daddy. And he's like, no, we're going to fuck moms.
No son of mine ain't going to fuck a mom.
Yeah.
Now you get in here and you take down Mrs. Paget's britches here.
That was a Law and Order I watched. It was like a gay guy fucking his girlfriend, and then his dad would come in and be like, you're doing it all wrong. And he'd come in and like fuck the girlfriend.
Nice, dude. Him. That's just a good dad, dude. I don't see what the problem is. I bet the girlfriend wasn't complaining.
She's like, this is real.
She fucking loves it, dude. Fucking slut.
Yeah.
Officer, arrest that chick for being a slut, right? Trying to tear this family apart with her fucking tattletale, dude. You're going away a long time, sweetheart. Plenty of time to think about what you did.
That might be the best sentence. Officer, arrest that woman for being a slut.
Nice, dude. I'm performing a citizen's arrest right now, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to the dad? Did he get in trouble for fucking the girl?
I never watched that show. It just put me in a negative headspace.
Yeah, because it's like, damn, all these, like, that's why New York's not cool anymore, because all the cool guys are getting fucking locked up by these fucking overzealous cops.
That's what it was. It was like, boys can't have fun anymore.
Yeah, it's like, damn, dude, we're New York, baby.
Yeah.
We're New York strong. Let us do our thing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's one of those things where you go, this isn't the city it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, like we gotta.
There used to be a sexual assault on every corner.
We gotta.
Now it's a smoke shop.
Right now it's just now you want to buy some shitty fucking weed.
The kids are vaping; they're not raping.
they're vapists, not rapists.
Yeah. Real issue. It's bad for your lungs. Yeah, that is a weird thing. People are saying kids aren't having sex nowadays, and you're like,
they're burnt out. It's too much porn.
Yeah, I guess it's
porn is too available. It's like, do you want to just like fucking like beat your meat to like this like fucking?
Is it hot
porn?
here, by the way?
A little bit, but
I'm getting kind of sweaty.
I think. Well, you also have like the lights on and everything too.
Yeah, you're also ripping the N-bombs, and then I got uncomfortable.
Oh, is it hot in here? I'm sweating like a black guy in fucking rape court.
You're a master at this.
We're just goofing, dude. It's just. Are you sponsored yet?
No.
I think this will be the episode that gets it. This is the episode that gets the sponsorship, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, you guys went for it on that one.
Yeah, it's like you really spoke from the heart.
Yeah.
We're just goofing, dude.
There's nothing to say. Oh yeah, but like the Law and Order would put me in like a negative headspace, but it's not like violence and bad shit always like it's like Final Destination is people getting killed, but it's just like
it's like camp.
Yes.
And the expectation is that they're gonna die.
Yes, and it's fun. It's like, dude, one of my favorite
Law and Order is that the expectation is that Law and Order will be upheld, and what happens, but within the first 5 minutes of the very show, Law and Order, there's an absence of law,
right,
and an absence of order.
Right. Is it the one that Ice-T's on, or is he on a different one?
Well, they're all different. There's Law and Order Special Victims Unit, and the Special Victims Unit is the one Ice-T is on. Then there's like regular Law and Order, Law and Order Criminal Intent, where it's like they go to court, and now there's like a new one, Law and Order Organized Crime.
Yeah.
You'd hate it.
No, I was doing the we're Italian.
Yeah, see, organized crime, see, yeah. Hey there, now we're on Manhattan, see, yeah. We got to bring back that type of gangster. What happened to that
Dude, I thought I was going to see Tommy guns. I didn't know that Tommy guns were like out of commission when I was a kid because I'd always see them in Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
So I thought bad guys.
Wouldn't that be cool to see like those officers at Penn Station instead of like ARs that have Tommy guns?
Yeah, dude. I thought that's how you knew somebody was like a bad guy if he had like a Tommy gun. It is very funny how like you talk about like representation of like criminals in TV shows and racism, and it's like after when I was a kid, I thought every criminal priest. I thought every criminal was like a white guy with a Tommy gun and a pinstripe suit. Like I thought every guy talked like this, sweetheart. So it is interesting. And then
they all had like a toothpick in their mouth.
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought every bad guy had like a striped, like the striped.
I always thought like violin cases and guitar cases just held guns.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I thought when I went to go see the Joker when that came out. There was a guy in front of me with a guitar case on his back who just walked in the movie theater without him checking, and I'm like, this is insane. You guys should definitely check that for a gun.
Yeah.
I ended up just being a guitarist, but way to just
thank Christ.
Way to just freak everybody out, dude.
Would you have saved him?
No.
Wasn't there like I think like everyone thought there was going to be a shooting at the Joker film, but it turned out to be a shooting at like the Frozen 2 movie.
Yeah.
That's tight, dude. Nice try, bitch.
Yeah, nice fucking try.
You think there wasn't going to be a shooting? We're going to subvert your expectations.
Oh, I thought there was definitely going to be. And there was a cop in the theater because New York City made an announcement. They're like, there will be undercover cops in every showing of the Joker tonight. And there's just a guy just like in a suit standing in the back of the room. And I was like, all right, that's obviously the fuck.
Those are just guys that wanted to see the movie.
Yeah, they just wanted to stand like that. I want to talk about this, dude. Yeah. So I had a fucking hilarious dream recently. So my, ex got a new boyfriend. Haven't met the guy or anything like that.
You hate him though.
Hate him. He's enemy of the show.
I would honestly fuck him up.
Yeah.
If it means that much to you, yes.
You're a very sweet guy.
I don't like the fact that she would, after making a promise to love Michael Good forever.
This is true.
And even if that promise happened in a dream I had, it's still valid.
So I have like no negative feelings or anything. Like I'm pretty adjusted as an adult.
Yeah.
I thought. And then
it's hard, dude.
It is. It's really hard. And then I had a dream. Apparently he's like a big guy.
Black?
I don't think so.
Thank Christ.
Would be very.
That would have been a deal breaker. Could you imagine that?
What deal? The deal's already broken. We're already not dating.
But the expectation of like, you move on, you're gonna start dating. You don't date certain races.
It's always agreed upon every breakup.
Yeah, it's agreed upon. It's like, okay, so here are the races you can date, and here are the races you got to stay away from.
That'd be very funny to be like, wait, I thought this was an unwritten rule.
Yeah,
you're not allowed to date a black guy after me.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we agreed to this.
This makes me look bad in retrospect.
But I had a dream. The guy's apparently such a big dude. I had a dream. I was at this wedding we both have to go to, and the guy put me in one of those arm bars where you like wrap your legs around.
Oh no, dude!
And he made me tap and was talking about how I suck at wrestling. And everybody at the wedding, instead of thinking he's an asshole, was just very disappointed to me. And they were like, "Dude, you got to know how to get out of an arm bar. Like, what are you doing?" And everybody, like my family, was disappointed in me. Everybody's like, "You're kind of a loser, man." And I'm like, "This guy's mean. He just wrestled me at the wedding." And they're like, "Yeah,
humiliation, dude.
Yeah, you should know.
You should bring a gun to the wedding."
Great idea. Good idea.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You fucking bang, 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 and then one for him, bang. And you're like, "Oh my God, the bullet must have come back down. It must have arched."
Yeah.
That'd be cool, right?
To
shoot your ex-girlfriend's current boyfriend. You would love to do that at your friend's wedding.
Well, that's the beginning of. I started watching. What's that Tom Cruise movie?
Top Gun.
No, the one where he the time traveling one.
Live, Die, Repeat.
No,
Edge of Tomorrow.
He's in a lot of these. Minority Report.
Oh my God.
That's the first one. Is like the guy who catches his wife cheating and then he kills her.
Right.
Yeah. So Tom Cruise, I think, would come back and stop me from doing that.
Yeah, if you're actually going to kill him. But that was because he was going to kill his wife too.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay to kill like a guy that's like cuckolding you.
Yeah.
It's the only way to not be a cuck.
Is to kill the guy.
Well, that's my favorite porn. Like, you like cuckold porn. I like self-validation where like the guy's like, "I can't take it anymore." And like fucking kills the fucking bull.
Yeah.
That'd be tight, right? And the director's like, cut.
I did see one where it was so funny. The guy snapped. So the guy's like banging his girlfriend with this like big black dude.
Oh, nice.
And then he can't get hard, and he's like, oh, and like walks. It's like it looks amateur, so it looks like he's actually getting angry and like leaving the room. And then she's just like, oh, sorry about that, and then starts sucking his dick. And I'm like, I hope this is real. I hope the guy randomly.
They might have. I mean, sometimes they just let it roll.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
it wasn't like well done. It was like amateur.
Yeah, sometimes there's not like even like a. They just set it up on a tripod. Go to town.
Yeah, well,
maybe we should start making our own porns, dude.
Can make a lot of money.
Should we do it? Should we break into it? Should we like start doing like a amateur version of Plug Talk where it's like, all right, but because we have intimacy issues, you have to have sex with both of us separately, and then we're just going to edit it together to make it like side by side so it looks like we're having sex in the same room. So I'm just going to have sex on this side of the couch and you have sex on that side, and then you just mirror the video so it looks like
she's getting double teamed.
Yeah.
Dude, the idea I'm too scared.
But there's like a clear cut, so like her body isn't like perfectly lined up.
Yeah.
So there's like a little bit of like overlap.
That is a very funny idea.
That's a beautiful visual.
I like that idea where it's just really awkward Plug Talk where they're not suave with.
Yeah, it's like I'm leaving my shirt on, by the way.
Just Winnie Pooh.
Guy's like, he's like, and then he's like, like burping a little bit. Like it's like, oh sorry, fuck, I feel, oh fuck, getting winded and shit. You know.
Oh my god. Yeah, that is a very funny idea. I like that.
I also like the idea of like Plug Talk just being like two regular guys is like also funny.
What do you mean?
Just like, because like normally it's like, well, like, I think like a majority of Plug Talk is also the appeal of Lana the Plug.
Right.
You know, because like it's like, oh, here's like this chick that's done up to really just like look like she's built to fucking pleasure men.
Yeah.
She's like a sex slave in a way.
She is so hot.
Would you kiss her?
I would kiss her after.
Show me how you kiss her. Show the audience. Look at the camera. Show the camera how you kiss her. Hi, Lana the Plug. I'd like to kiss you now.
Yeah. I'll do it after she sucked Jason Love's big black penis.
Nice, dude.
I would say
that guy's had quite a little fucking like a shooting star of fame.
Yeah. Yeah. I would do it just to prove I'm not racist, but
that's pretty cool.
Have you ever licked a black man's penis?
Never, and I never will. I think that's bestiality and it's not right.
You're really taking one angle on this bit. the Joe's racist angle. That's the only angle you've taken.
That's a what, dude. Look, man, I studied eugenics. I can't turn my back on science, dude. Weird science. That was the original.
What university did you study eugenics at?
Oh, NYU.
NYU.
Yeah, I went to NYU.
Nice.
NYU need to get out of here, black guys. That's what I called it.
That was.
We're dapping it up, man.
That was one of my favorite jokes you've ever heard. Dude, I do feel bad because we started a little later than I do got to kind of wrap things up.
Yeah, no worries, dude. I think we went over an hour anyway.
Yeah, we're at 57, but
close enough, dude. It felt like an hour.
Look how much smaller my bathing suit is.
I know, it's so fun. You're gonna end it with this. Look how fucking white your little legs are too. Look at those white thighs. Damn, if they loved your like little fucking tootsies, they're gonna love your little fucking thighs and
they're gonna be
and the beginning of pubic hair
bursting. Well, this is my gift to them because they all have AIDS. So I'm
nice,
like,
dude. Have you ever shown Wang on the fucking Patreon?
No, but I should.
You should, dude. You should just be like, hey, here's a fucking Instagram post, or here's a Patreon post just for my gay fans and women, and like have it like click here NSFW, and it's just you getting fucking dome from a trans woman. And it's me filming the whole thing, so it's like you also hear my commentary like the whole time, where I'm like, look at this fucking faggot here, look at this fucking gay wad, dude. He doesn't even care that the woman has an equally large fucking boner, dude. And I'm just like holding the camera, and you're like, please, yo, I'm trying to concentrate. I'm trying to come for my fans. And I'm like, it's like, well, you got a lot of work to do, right? Let me try to zoom in here to get a good angle.
Well, it'd be really funny because like it'd be funny if we did that but didn't tell people what they were going to see. Like, they just thought it was going to be a morning good Patreon, and it's a trans woman sucking my dick while you're calling me gay and filming.
You'd love it, dude. The fans would love it. They would love it, dude.
I think anybody seeing that without knowing would be like, this is incredible. What
This fucking rules.
I cannot believe this is what I clicked on.
Did they go there?
Yeah, they went there. We're the edgiest podcasters in the world. Thank you, Joe. Where can they find you?
You can find me online at Joe W. Gorman. That's my tag on all social media. Be my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.